end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, rusty, ashy. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This word got put on y'all breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. 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 Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs. Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs, booty, thighs, lips.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been. What 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 can be unburdened by what has been. Who we can be unburdened by who we have been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Where we can be unburdened by where we have been and unburdened by where we are right now. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man. What you going to do? Look out, boys. It's coming through. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn. I'm worshiping these people like they're God. Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with mother sense.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Because the people want to take it. And how y'all going to take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You say what we say at home. So you're right. When you're sitting opposite of Scott Jennings, you got to jump in his ass. You got to jump in his ass.
I beg your pardon?
Jump in his ass. His ass. You gotta push back immediately. Jump in his ass.
I beg your pardon?
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber, what did I see?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat.
Hey there, besties. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day, y'all. I think you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me. I see you. Appreciate you. I'm back here bagging up at Purposes Everything because, child, I can hear it. I got to get it. I got to get it. You better think of union. Woo! So let me get this straight, though. She says you better thank a union member, but she ain't getting involved to help the people that are on strike. I cannot. I can't take it. Thank you for that laugh. I have to find that drop. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. We got to talk about none of the smoke, child. None of the damn smoke. Now, I have not seen this interview at all. Just a clip or two on the Shade Room and stuff, but we gonna get into it. You know, I got some things for you before we get into it. There's so much going on, y'all. There's so much going on. We're gonna be live tomorrow, okay? I'm not sure about Friday, and you know we got Saturday and Sunday. There's too much going on. It's too much. It's too much, okay? So let me see. Thank you for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Child, I'm ready to go. We got to get into it. We got to get into it. Shout out to the mods. Do what you need to do. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get into it because, child, I'm not trying to be here all night, but we might have to be here all night because there's a lot going on. Let's start here, okay? Because always remember, crime is down. I got to go back to SKC. He was on earlier today. There's something I need to check out from him. Woo! It's a lot, child. It's a lot. So never forget, and I'm going to always be here to remind you, crime is down. All right, crime is down. We got a lot to cover today. Boy 16 SHOT'd in front of his high school in Chicago, Grand Crossing neighborhood. Anyone familiar, Bueller? Anyone familiar, Bueller?
Breaking right now, a 16-year-old is recovering after being shot outside a high school on the city's south side.
Our Darius Johnson is live at the District 6 police station with more details. Darius.
Jim and Erica, good afternoon to you both. That 16-year-old was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center where he is expected to be okay. Right now, we have questions into Chicago Public Schools to figure out if this 16-year-old was a student at Hirsch High School. But all of this unfolded right outside the school about an hour and a half into their school day. Go ahead and take a look at some of this video we gathered. Again, all of this was just before 10 o'clock this morning when Chicago police responded to a call of shots fired in the 7700 block of South Drexel. That's in the Grand Crossing neighborhood on the same block as Hirsch High School. Chicago police tell us a car with 4 people inside pulled up and the people inside started shooting. Take a listen.
So in other words, a typical day in Chicago, people pull up, things come out of the window, somebody's down, they pull off, the car gets torched, they saying we got to figure out where they are, who they are, they find out later, it's the same suspects, wash, rinse, repeat.
Hi guys, from 7700 block of Drexel, one of the tickets says a white Infiniti sedan with a yellow temp plate, fired at least 30 shots.
We have a bona fide person shot in the right arm.
Right now, no one is in custody. If you have any information, you're asked to call Chicago Police. Reporting at District 6, I'm Darius Johnson.
All right,
CBS.
Darius, thanks for the update, child. We know crime is down. We'll see you tomorrow. I have no doubt, Darius or CBS Chicago, we shall see you tomorrow. Anyway, so just want to always make sure y'all know crime is down. Shout out to anybody who's in Chicago. All right, moving on, child, moving on. Today is day 2 of the strike. All right. You know, the longshoremen said, no, ma'am, no, sir. We want some more money. Let's negotiate. It's not right. We don't want our jobs to be taken away by automation. Blah, 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 blah. Shout out to TQS. Was it you? Was it your homies, TQS? Is that who did that? Even though they probably, probably people you don't know because it's a certain age demographic where they really off the hook. OK, shout out to TQS in the building. I see you. I appreciate you. But so it's day 2 of the strike. OK. Biden said, from what I understand, what did he say? He said, he basically said, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Basically, his words were, my name is Bennett, I ain't in it. And even though you better think a union member, I ain't heard Cam say shit. If y'all seen her say something, please let me know. I'll be glad to look it up. But from what I've seen, she ain't said shit. But Like my girl said, you better thank a union member.
Another national story with local implications is the ongoing port strike. Dock workers in Philadelphia and Wilmington are taking part, and they're vowing to stay on that picket line 24/7 until a deal is reached. Action News reporter Corey Davis has been following the walkout from the start. He's back live at the Packer Avenue Marine Terminal for day 2. Good morning.
Tam, good morning. Experts are saying it's going to take several weeks before the everyday person starts to actually feel some type of change with all of this. And behind us here, we have the dock workers. They are members of the International Longshoremen's Association. More and more of them are gathering out here this morning. This is their second day of no longer loading cargo on and off ships at ports from Maine to Texas. Experts continue to tell us that even with this work stoppage, it'll be several weeks before the impact is felt by the everyday person.
Pause for a second, okay? So we're just going to wait until that happens. So we already know the eggs is high, the milk is high, right? So they're just going to be like, it's okay. You don't know. Remember that dude, the video from yesterday? Shout out to everybody that watched that video about that crazy man talking about you ninjas out here while you voting for Trump. There's something happened to you when you was a child. Y'all seen that video. If you didn't, make sure you see it after the live stream, right? So Cam said, you better think a union member ain't got shit to say. So they're just going to wait. Shout out to Dr. G. So they're going to wait until it gets worse. Everybody was already having a problem, allegedly. Let's just go by TikTok. Allegedly, everyone's already having an issue, right? The eggs high, the milk is high, ain't got no place to live. Housing is a human right. We getting kicked out. We getting evicted. We just had eviction night, child. Even Big Tiff is getting evicted, okay? But now you see that no one's coming to the table. They ain't trying to get together. They not trying to resolve. Biden said, my name is Bennett. So they just going to let it be. So this is your government at work for all the people that's waiting around for the government to help you out, to do whatever for you, to give you 25,000, 50,000, 6,000. You ain't even gonna make it to that, because once this shit starts to take effect, they're just gonna sit around and wait until it makes it rough for the rest of us. And how many times have I said, the government ain't gonna help you. You better help your damn self. So if it was already hard, how do you think it's about to go now, right? Child, I don't be knowing shit, okay? Let me go ahead and take my bow. Shout out to Madonna. Let me go ahead and take my bow. I can't wait to see what TikTok has to say in about a week or two.
Strike goes on for more than a month or so, we will start seeing the price increase as well. For those kind of items. The consumers are the key factor here. Don't get panic. Don't get into the panic mode.
Do not panic. Do not panic.
And Dr. Subut Kumar of Temple University follows supply chain stability and says this strike didn't catch companies off guard. A lot of retailers were able to stockpile goods to hold them over. But analysts also say a strike of more than a few weeks will stress the supply chain around the world.
No.
We're told that almost half of the items shipped into the U.S. come through the 36 ports where dock workers are on strike. Experts say the nation's supply chain is stronger after the pandemic because companies learned from it. But some shoppers tell Action News this feels all too familiar.
But I know how, the whole thing kind of affected us during COVID. So I'm hoping that it's not going to get to that extent where people are, having to like hoard things and like, you come to these stores and things are out of, you can't find them on the shelf. Just like
Tether, is that what's going on here?
The way I'm out here again the third time looking for paper towels. So.
And as for negotiations looking ahead, the Biden administration is upping the pressure on the shipping industry to offer a better deal to the union. They're encouraging both sides to continue talking to come to an agreement. Reporting live here in South Philadelphia.
Collective bargaining. That's what Joe said. We'll let collective bargaining do its thing. So basically, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. That's what Joe said. Okay. So the dude, whatever his name is, Khabib said, don't panic. Okay. Don't panic. You know how you Americans do, child. It's mayhem. Panic buying begins after dock workers strike, child. It's only day 2.
Tens of thousands of port workers are on strike all across the country tonight. Uncertainty over the country's supply lines has a lot of people in the Mid-South headed to the store to stock up, too.
Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu joins us live at the Sam's Club on Covington Pike. Jack, there was a whole lot of what many people are calling panic buying that was happening.
Yeah, Darcy, we saw countless people walking through the parking lots with their carts piled up with paper towels, toilet paper, and cleaning supplies, and we kept asking them why they had so
Cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies. Shit.
so much over and over again. They blamed that strike. Now take a look at the situation inside the store.
Goodbye. Don't they realize when they do this mess, you the ones that make it work or worse? Child, you can't make it up. This is Memphis. Shout out to Keita, child. This is in Memphis, but still, it's gonna catch on. Trust me. It's day two. Day two. See what tomorrow brings.
Every checkout lane was open and packed, and there was a line that went deep into the store. Again, this wasn't a weekend shopping rush. This was tonight, just before 5. One shopper described it as mayhem.
It's mayhem. As soon as a pallet is dropped of paper towels or tissue, it's gone. I mean, there were people lined up for the guy to drop the pallets. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before.
Now, it's worth noting that we went to several stores around the Mid-South this afternoon. Almost all of them were well-stocked, many even after that panic buying rush this evening. So if you get out to the store, only get what you need. You know, we're not being affected by the impacts of that strike just yet. Now, we're putting together more on that situation for tonight at 10.
That is Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu reporting live tonight. Thank you.
All right, Jeff, thanks. So that's the panic has already started, the panic buying, day 2. Day 2, no effect yet, but let's go ahead and start acting crazy. So let's get a little bit of update from the dude that's in charge, basically. All right, this man we saw the other day, this white man, okay? I don't know his name, child. Let's see what he got to say, child. This is from Twitter. Please don't go to Twitter. Please don't go to Twitter. Please.
These people today don't know what a strike is. When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships.
Uh-oh.
They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down.
Uh-oh.
They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract. And let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you. And you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Does anyone know what that means? He said, I'm going to cripple you. This is the head of the longshoremen's now. He's the one that's out here talking. He's the one that's talking to Biden. At some point, I guess Biden told him, we'll just let, bargaining, whatever it's called, be taken care of. And then, child, then I saw, his name is Harold Daggett. Harold Daggett. Let's remember that name. Who is Harold Daggett, the union boss behind port strikes, who makes over $900,000 a year? He's rich, bitch. And He and once fought mafia link allegations. So I think somebody said in the chat that is he aligned to the mob? He just might be. He certainly sounds like that's for damn sure. Okay. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. He said, proving Trump's point why we need more made in America manufacturing. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But let me read this. This is from the New York Post, just so you can see. All right. There he is. Harold Daggett, child. Fiery union boss Harold Daggett has long cast himself as a staunch advocate for blue collar workers. Shout out to the blue collar workers. Even as he has lived in luxury, owning a yacht and driving a Bentley, and fought off alleged ties to the mob, sporting a polo shirt with a chunky gold medallion, Funky Cole Medina, that's all I think of when I hear that, around his neck, the 78-year-old Daggett, who as president of the International Longshoremen's Association is leading the port strikes stretching from Maine to Texas. He does have a lot of power. If he was involved in the MOB, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me, okay? He's prone to theatrical flourishes in a September interview as he geared up for the strike. They're going to be like this, Daggett said, grabbing his neck in a choking gesture. Listen, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does. Child, he ain't playing no games. And this man's got a humongous estate of Bentley. Oh, my God, this man has got hand over fist. So he just got all that being the ILA union boss? Maybe, I don't know. Y'all let me know. But child, he got an estate. He got a Diddy estate type of thing. I don't know if there's a picture of it here. Since last year, Daggett has threatened to shut down the 36 ports covered by his union if money-crazy shipping companies refuse to issue wage hikes and protections for workers against industry automation. Well, you know what? At least he's fighting for his people, child, because he could just be like, I got my money, F y'all. He could have been like, F that, I got my money, F y'all. Who's going to support workers' families? Machines don't have families, he previously said. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Let me show you this man's house, child. Woo! He lives in a 7,000 square foot mansion. Tell me this man ain't got no damn connections, okay? Tell me he don't. Look at this. Oh, it's 5 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 cars. You see this? Woo! Yes, Keita. This was an episode of The Wire in real life now, right? This looks like The Wire in real life now. He sounds like that one port dude on the docks in The Wire as well. Look at this. Look at it. Look at that pool. Shit. I think he's in Jersey too. Oh my God. Sounds like he's from New York from his accent, but he definitely living in Jersey, living the good life, ain't going back and forth with you ninjas. Okay. He good. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here. You know, I always support blue collar workers. Always. Formerly being one. Always. But child, all this is a little suspect now. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my goodness, great. He ain't got neighbors for days. Look at this. He's surrounded by trees and forest and bears, child. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, that's what's going on around here. What is it, a little outhouse? What the hell is that? I'm sorry. This is his outdoor sauna, child. That is his outdoor sauna. Okay? Woo! I ain't messing around with that, man. You heard? I'm not messing around. What is this? A large brick pizza oven stands poolside at the Sparta home, child. A skyway from the main home gives covered access to a 5-car garage. A skyway. This is the skyway. That sounds like some shit down there at Disney World. A skyway. That's him, 78, living his best life. Ain't going back and forth with you ninjas, okay? He out there though. So shout out to, what is his name, child? We gotta remember his name. Harold Daggett. We're gonna check in with Harold tomorrow, child, all right? But just a FYI, he out there. This is day 2. Panic buying seemingly already starting, at least in Memphis. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Biden said it's not his problem, and we ain't heard from Cam. That's your strike update. Shout out to our girl up in here. Thank you so much, hon. Hey, y'all. As always, we in here, okay? I'm sure that Cam is going to save the effing day, all right? So I'm going to go over to a couple of Instagram things, catch up on Instagram. But before I go there, we have another, what would we call it? Another area that's half damn crazy, okay? The mayors, the boards, I guess, what do they call it? The police people, child. This is in Pennsylvania somewhere. Delco. So Delco police chief candidate under investigation, taken out of running, new chief name. Can I tell y'all something? These small town places are doing whatever the F they want to. They wilding everywhere. It's not just Big Tiff. Shout out to the story about that black dude down in Ford Heights. If you didn't see that, watch that video, which is right down there where Big Tiff is. Everybody out here wilding. This is your government at work. Everybody out here wilding.
Is that true? That Mr. Blandon's name has been taken out of consideration?
Standing room only inside the Collingdale Community Center. They were initially there to see if a new police chief under criminal investigation by the Delaware County District Attorney would be voted in tonight.
They were considering voting in a man who was already under investigation. They were considering voting in a man who was already under investigation. But Tiffany won't get reelected.
Dale Community Center. They were initially there to see if a new police chief under criminal investigation by the Delaware County District Attorney would be voted in tonight.
I would like to make a motion to put a motion on the floor and ask for a second for Patrick Kilboy to be reinstated.
Some on the council wanted the old chief back. Council members switched course tonight, announcing Raheem Blandon is not an option anymore. He's a corporal detective for more than 15 years with Chester City Police. The Delaware County FOP says Blandon tipped off a wanted attempted homicide suspect in April, minutes before a raid in Fulcroft.
Can we pause for a second? We got a little bit of this before. So this is the man, where is he at? That they wanted to bring back in, but he's under criminal investigation because what he did is he tipped off an informant before the police were about to come and get him. Like, what is going on right now? Or maybe he was a suspect. I'm sorry. But he tipped them off. Like, the police are coming, get on out of there. Okay. In Chester. So shout out to those that know where Chester is in Pennsylvania. Is definitely a black community. I would put it in the category of a Dalton or a Ford Heights type of place. It's predominantly black. It's definitely lower income, with a low median income, and it's mostly ninjas. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm familiar with Chester. All right. So they out here doing their thing. All right. And they were about to reelect this man, basically, or appoint him, I guess is what they do. Okay. I guess they wanted him. They wanted this man in here. They wanted this man in here. Child. You see this lady with her Gucci, Fucci, and Poochie glasses on? Did y'all see that? Who from Pennsylvania? Where is Jeffrey Woodland?
Council members switched course tonight, announcing Raheem Blandon is not an option anymore. He's a corporal detective for more than 15 years with Chester City Police. The Delaware County FOP says Blandon tipped off a wanted attempted homicide suspect in April, minutes before a raid in Fulcroft.
They're voting.
Vice President Calhoun.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, the council voted to name a new chief, Shanae Mitchell, to the top job. She's the chief for Selinsgrove Police north of Harrisburg. She's also listed as an instructor for the Penn State Justice and Safety Institute.
Have you ever met this person? Do you know who this person is?
I have no idea who this person is. I just read that she's from Philadelphia. I'm sure she's a great chief. But why can't we meet her and interview her ourselves?
What do you think about just the way this kind of played out?
I think mission accomplished. We got our point across. They're not hiring a person that's under active investigation, and the FOP looks forward to working with the new chief.
After the vote, chaos broke out with some on the council upset because they weren't given any information on the new candidate. That led to the mayor calling for the council president to step down.
Let's put a motion on the floor to take Brian Hastings out of office as president.
That motion never went anywhere.
Child, those microphones don't work no matter where they at, okay?
We could not talk with anyone who voted for the new chief. Many in the crowd called for unity, but question when that will happen after tonight's theatrics. Aaron Baskerville, NBC 10 News.
I say all that to say, all these people in government, quote unquote, are wilding out, okay? Child, they were originally going to put that man back in who told a red rum suspect that the police were coming. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I'm so freaking confused. Oh, Lord. All you can do is laugh to keep from crying. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. This is in Pennsylvania. Shout out to PA and moving on, child. Moving on. It's just not just Dalton. Everybody is crazy. Everybody wilding out. All right. Anyway, child, we haven't seen Viv in a while. Y'all know Viv, your girl Vivica Fox. We haven't seen her in a while. She was on Tamron Hall's show. Okay. I'm just saying, that's your girl. Come on. What she got to say, Tamron? Shout out to Tamron Hall. I think she's an ACA. She's some D9 person.
Now, in my womanhood, feeling comfortable saying I'm 60, not like, oh, don't say my age. Yeah. I admired women like Sophia Loren, Tina Turner,
Angela Bassett. I know you did an interview. You said of Tina Turner to Angela Bassett to Pam Grier, who we both love so much. You said you've compared them to fine wine because it gets better with time.
Yes. I actually named my production company after Pam Grier, Foxy Brown. So my production company is Foxy Brown Productions. Yeah. Just because the first beautiful, strong woman I saw on screen was
I agree. I think that might have been the first too.
Okay.
And Pam watches, so we love you.
Yours girl. We see her. Yours girl. SYCBM.
Now, in my womanhood, feeling comfortable saying I'm 60, not like, oh, don't say my age. Yeah. I admired women like Sophia Loren, Tina Turner,
Angela Bassett. I know you did an interview.
I know you want to toss them names out there, but Viv, I'm sorry, it's not the same, child. You are not the same as those ladies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to be the one to let you know. Tam's not going to tell you. Shout out to Tamron Hall.
You said of Tina Turner to Angela Bassett to Pam Grier, who we both love so much. You said you've compared them to fine wine because it gets better with time.
Yes. I actually named my production company after Pam Grier, Foxy Brown. So my production company is Foxy Brown Productions.
Girl, that don't mean nothing. Shout out to Viv. I was just letting y'all know, okay? She out here for y'all if you're interested. I know y'all already know. She getting better with wine, fine, whatever. Child, whatever the hell she said. I just want to make sure y'all know and know that Viv is still out here living her best life, okay? Shout out to your excellent sir in the building. I appreciate you, hon. Very generous of you. He said, I'm from Pittsburgh, auntie. The thing with PA is they voted in Fetterman. The media hid the fact that Fetterman just had a stroke. I remember that, and couldn't possibly be fit to be our senator. That guy hasn't been seen or spoke on our behalf. Everybody is wilding. Everybody in government, I'm telling you, they are just out here wild and just doing the most of the most of the most. So that's why I'm like, anybody waiting around for them to do something for you, you are out of your effing mind. You better go get it. You better go get it, child. But you can't tell nobody nothing. Y'all already know. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. Shout out to Dion Covington. I see you, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see my trolls up in here. Shout out to RBN. Thank you so much, hon. He said, what in the Goodyear blimp happened to that face? What you talking about? That's our girl from, what was that show called? Child, what is that show called? Crowned. That thing was hard to get through, but we had a good time. I wish they would bring it back. That was so funny. Kendra said, I ain't got time for this. I got my own show or something. And that show was over. I'm sure Light Bright, Squeegee Kid's girlfriend will come back. She ain't doing shit as far as I know, child. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to make sure let y'all know that Viv is okay. Now she's 60. She's not scared to say her age. She growing fine with wine or whatever the hell it is that she says. All right. Just want to make sure y'all know. Yeah, we need to start a petition. Shout out to Skinny Boy. Bring back Crown. Yes. Y'all know. Look forward to that on Mondays. Clown Mondays. Shout out to Casey Cat with the 5 membership. As usual, thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. If you did get a membership, please make sure you thank Casey Cat. Always here, always supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Follow the mods rules, everyone. Mods, block who you need to if necessary. I appreciate you. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. Where are we at? We're 40 minutes in. All right, we good. We good. All right. So Diddy talk, child. Diddy talk. All right. So now everyone, if you all want to get in on the class action lawsuit against Diddy, you might as well get on in there. I'm thinking I should go ahead and get on in there too, child. Let me just get on in there. I'm gonna just be like, oh, when I was going out of Miami to my cruise, he invited me over to this party, and it just turned into and I barely made the cruise. I mean, I got a plan. I got a story. Okay, that might work. We'll see. Breakfast Club reacts to Diddy being hit with 120 new essays. Diddy's hotline makes our judicial system a joke and ruins the validity of folks with real accusations. So now it's a joke? So now it's a joke? Well, when we were saying it, when they had the whatever it was called in New York, y'all remember, it was like last year, and they opened that up and said, oh, no matter what the time frame is, you can come in and accuse anyone and we'll believe you and you can have a case. Remember that one lawyer, Tyrone Biggums, whatever his name was, he was on everybody's daggone paperwork. And now all of a sudden, now it's like, oh, so now it's crazy? No, y'all should have been stopped that mess. If you're not within the daggone, what is it called? The time frame, I forget what it's called. If you didn't make it during the time frame, sorry. What are we gonna do? Just open up this wave forever? Yes. Shout out to Kevin, the software tester. It was the Survivors Act. Correct. Thank you so much, hon. And then it's like nothing matters anymore. All rules are off the table until a biatch says something, and then all rules are on the table. You got to believe whatever she says. But if some man says something, you can't believe him. Thank you, D. The statute of limitations. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Just F that. Just F that, right? That's all good. So now everybody just piles on. All right. This is crazy.
Wendy accused Diddy of committing crimes. She just always accused him of being gay. Freaky. No, gay. Gay and freaky.
Yeah, that's
freaky
right.
gay.
She said freaky, but
freaky gay.
Yeah, freaky.
But here's the thing about Diddy's situation, right? It don't need any more sauce on it. Like, it needs zero seasoning. He's pretty cooked either way. But it is. You mean to tell me a lawyer found 120 people, exactly 60 men and 60 women?
Oh, it was more. They cut it down to that number.
Which exactly 60 men and 60 women, the perfect balance of cheeks. Like, come on now. Come on. And then when you create things, when you say a 1-800 did Diddy rape me hotline, how do you expect humans to operate in good faith with something like that? Like, how can you go through those calls and pick who's credible?
Talking about 20 years ago, I was in a club and he did it. Like, it's.
I don't even. I'm just saying, how do you know that these people are making accusations in good faith? Like, you think that you put a hotline out in this era to the World Wide Web? I've never heard.
Well, why wasn't anyone saying that beforehand with the Survivors Act? That's the same damn difference. It's the same damn difference. Like, what do people want? This is half damn crazy. You don't blame the damn judicial system. Blame the people who allowed this shit to pass and go through. So you're going to overcrowd the judicial system with this bullshit. That's what's about to happen. And then people can't get in there to get real, crimes done, or it takes years and years and years because you got to sift through this Diddy stupid crap because y'all allowed this shit to happen. This is ridiculous.
How do you go through those things and pick who's credible and who's not?
How do you get the job for the person that vets the diddler hotline? Like that, honestly, outside of the attorneys, they have to have help
they're gonna go
that do it. It's like, I don't know. What are the
stories,
perimeters?
the stories that's going to hit the press, the stories that people are going to talk about. That's 9 times out of 10 what they're going to take.
Yeah, it's just things like that which make it feels like it makes no, it does. It makes our judicial system a joke, and it ruins the validity of folks with real accusations.
Exactly. And granted, again,
now all of a sudden they worried about it, child.
And these things have not been filed, so we got to wait to see what may be real, what may not be real. But it does. I wouldn't go if I was a victim. I wouldn't be a part of this like major lawsuit. It just looks.
I'm not
like
calling a hotline.
Yeah, but
at all.
The problem is if you are a victim, a lot of times you can't afford to hire an attorney. So usually an attorney like this will do it for free. We'll do it on the strength of if.
Yes, that's correct. He's going to do it for free because he gets paid on the end. Of course, he's going to take it. They get like 33%. If anybody's ever been in a car accident, they get like 33% of whatever your total is. Of course, he's going to take it. 120 people, 33% of any settlement. It's going to work out for him.
If we win, I get a third. That's why people go to these type of attorneys because they can't afford to pay for an attorney.
And you see why the reason he's hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people calling out these corporations and these pharmaceutical companies, because that's where he's gonna have to get the money from. Because Diddy ain't gonna have no money. Diddy's gonna be spending all his money fighting this criminal case and fighting these civil cases.
And fighting them civil cases.
This is 120 cases right here. That's about $12 to $20 million. Just him defending, just him having to answer those civil.
But you see, they know what they're doing because look at us.
And that's before trial. That's before they even go to trial.
That's before anything is even filed.
Yes.
Like there's not even a filing, and look how deep we had to dive into all of this.
Calling out these corporations and these.
This is stupid. Oh, it's all stupid. And I agree with you, Dion. I was about to say that. It's like a big old distraction, and it's just bullshit, y'all. I'm tired of this Diddy mess, but when I saw this is crazy. This is freaking ridiculous. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you so much, honey. He said, funny how all the celebs claim they didn't stay at a Diddy party. They all stayed. So they was just all in that bed in the Hamptons because they ain't had nothing else better to do. They was homeless. They needed a place to stay. They had just gotten evicted. So Diddy had a whole big bed. So they all hung out there. Everybody is going to claim we didn't know. Child, all of them can go to hell. All of them can go to hell. I'm sure there's tape of everything. I'm sure there's tape of everything, meaning like when you pulled up, when you pulled out, like every time they find a crime with people and they were like, oh, well, it was on camera across the street from. Okay. Because Diddy is on Star Island and I know because it's across the street from the cruise port in Miami. And there's plenty of celebrities on that island. You think they don't have cameras? Of course they do. Plus whatever's coming from the port, because I'm pretty sure that they got some sort of camera. Such a waste of time. Anyway, thank you so much, hon. Shout out to Casey Cat. I appreciate you, hon. She said 25 of that 120 were minors. I didn't know that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about briefly the debate last night. Okay, because as I went to my Facebook feed, everybody said that Tim Tom won. And I'll be looking like, did we watch the same damn debate? They were saying on the timeline when I went back, when is he going to answer the question talking about JD Vance? I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, there's just sometimes there's just a group of people that you're not going to change their mind. So MAGA people, you're not going to change their mind. And BAGA people, I'm going to just call them Black America Great Again, child. BAGA people, you're not going to change their mind, right? So it's only for people with an open mind and independent people, right? All right. So that's what my timeline looked like. But let's see what they say. Ex-Obama advisor, shout out to David Axelrod, perplexed at Tim Walz dodging TV interviews. It's bewildering. What? What? So it's Tim Tom that's dodging interviews. Just Tim Tom? Just Tim Tom? Okay. All right. Maybe I missed the meeting.
He's really not done much at all. And obviously the last week or so he's been in debate prep. But what do you think about that decision?
Yeah, listen, I think I've been bewildered a little bit by the absence of both the presidential candidate and the vice presidential candidate on television since they became the nominees, because that's how people get to know you. Mm-hmm. And they haven't really spent a lot of time with either of them before now.
Thank you, David Axelrod. Whoops. Let's hear that again, because the baggers don't seem to want us to. He's basically articulating everything that we're saying. So baggers just think we just supposed to go along with the get along. She Black, allegedly, and that's supposed to be it. That's it. Okay. So we're like, nah, no, she ain't got no policies. Y'all running on she Black, even though we know she over here saying that she Asian or APAC, child, whatever the hell it's called. I can't even keep up. It's too much. But we're just supposed to now, because she's running, because y'all done kicked Joe out. And now you want us to just be like, oh, yeah, take that lady. No. That's why your damn relationships don't work, because of shit like that. Come on, David Axelrod, who has been doing this forever.
He's really not done much at all. And obviously the last week or so he's been in debate prep. But what do you think about that decision?
Yeah, listen, I think I've been bewildered a little bit by the absence of both the presidential candidate and the vice presidential candidate on television since they became the nominees, because that's how people get to know you. And they haven't really spent a lot of time with either of them before now.
That's all right. Well, nobody needs to get to know them, because all we got to worry about is he black or he. For Tim, he's along with Cam. For Cam, all that matters is that Roland, Ricky, DL, and the rest of them say that because she D9 and, you know, an AKA sworn in by a DST on MLK Day is all that matters. Child, don't say MLK. Good things don't seem to come around when you say MLK. Rest in peace to Martin Luther King.
Yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber. What did I see?
Shout out to anybody that's D9, but if you normal, I ain't talking about you. But the rest of them D9 said you need to vote for Cam, all right? Because she black, and that's all that matters. But we're going to listen to Abby, our girl Abby, OMG. CNN's Abby Phillips blasts Tim Walz's clear lack of preparation and execution during the VP debate. Well, how the hell did all them people on my damn timeline be talking bad about JD Vance but didn't see anything wrong with Tim Tom? That's a bagger for you, okay? Shout out to Kofa in the building. I appreciate you, hon. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Abby Chow, what you got to say?
That really stood out to me was that Tim Walz did not seem prepared for it. He didn't respond to a lot of the criticisms and attacks that Vance put on the table. He allowed some clear falsehoods to just go completely unanswered. He allowed JD Vance essentially to dodge on a whole host of issues, on climate change, on the issue of his flip-flopping on Donald Trump.
Like, the flip-flopping on, didn't they talk about that? They did talk about that. Like, what do you want him to say? Even Tim said that he changed his mind about something on how he felt, but, JD can't change. Child, I can't do it.
The thing that really stood out to me was that Tim Walz did not seem prepared for it. He didn't respond to a lot of the criticisms and attacks that Vance put on the table. He allowed some clear falsehoods to just go completely unanswered. He allowed JD Vance essentially to dodge on a whole host of issues, on climate change, on the issue of his flip-flopping on Donald Trump.
Oh, they mad over there, child. They mad over there. Oh, well, she'll get over it, child. Half damn crazy. Anyway, I can't even believe that Abby said that. Abby of all people? Woo, Lord. Shout out to the legend in the building. I thank you, hon. I appreciate you. Always good to see you. He said, bag of people want you to rant, Messy. I'm not trying to rant today. We'll see when we get into Cam and No Smoke. He said, I'll put bagger on it. Put bagger on a shirt I'll buy because it's a free on MLK Day. Child, you already know. Everything that's free, child. Y'all better go ahead and make sure you get it.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Because the people want to take it. And how y'all going to take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Shout out to Jeffrey Woodland in the building. We spoke him up. Always good to see you. I appreciate you. Here we go. Thanos was right. Bagga. Blacks ain't getting anything. Yo, we working together. Shout out to the chat. Y'all are the Bob.com. I appreciate you. We do this thing together, man. Okay. I'm gonna get that on a cup or a shirt, child. Y'all crazy. I appreciate you. So, y'all. Woo! Harris's past domestic violence statement come back to haunt her in wake of allegations that Doug, the first gentleman, Emhoff, slapped his ex-girlfriend. Child, Doug done got the nanny pregnant. He done slapped his ex-girlfriend and no one is outraged. Where are the women's at? Child, where are all the women's at? Where they at to say, oh my God, he's the worst. Don't take her. Look what she does. Look what he does. You know what I'm saying? Where's all the outrage at, y'all, Bueller? I just happened to come across this perusing the New York Post. What is going on? I cannot. So let's read this real quick, child. This came out 2:00 today. 2:00 today. Vice President Cam past condemnations of domestic abuse and essay perpetrators are coming back to haunt her following a report of her now husband forcefully slapping an ex-girlfriend from more than a day. Doug was off the hook. Doug was off the hook. Okay. Doug didn't give a F. Yo, this the white man that she got. Shout out to divestors. This is the white man that she got. You ninjas, you crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. You ain't shit. You already know. You ain't got shit. You ain't never gonna have shit. You ain't about shit. Y'all need to be more like the white man. Shout out to all the white men here. You need to be like the white man, Doug Emhoff. Except don't get the nanny pregnant. And don't slap women. You can't do it. You can't do it. Doug can do it. You can't do it. Child. Second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, a 59-year-old Hollywood lawyer. Do he know, did he? Struck his then flame, a successful New York attorney, in the face so hard she spun around. Oh my God. Is this a soap opera right now, y'all? Is this a soap opera right now? As the two waited in the valet line following an event at Cannes Film Festival in May 2012, three anonymous friends of the woman told the Daily Mail. Now, this is what they will say. That was so long ago. The first bitch that says it was so long ago, I'm going to be like, oh, but 120 people can go sue Diddy from who knows how long ago. Isn't it interesting how that works? Where is the outrage? All this outrage about Diddy and what happened for grown adults. I'm going with the grown adults because ain't nobody proven no kids yet. I don't care if he was on camera with Justin Bieber or daggone Usher, because if they ain't got nothing to say about their mamas, about allowing it, I ain't trying to hear it. If it's a problem with Bieber, and I'm not saying that it's not a problem, but what I am saying is that I'm trying to understand when they're going to talk about Bieber and Usher's mama and daddy, if that's the case. But that's another live stream. But so Doug does the nanny and he slaps the attorney. It's not funny. Where is the outrage? Where are the biatches? Where they at? Where's all this woman support? Where was the woman support for Janet Jackson when D.L. Hughley, a male, because it's all this male hate. I'm confused. As a woman, a black woman, I'm confused. I'm just confused. I'm missing something. I thought y'all was for all women. I thought it was all about women. All the women's. All these men, they bad. They don't do nothing right. They ain't good for nothing. I want to be with the bear. All that foolishness. Here we have Cam with this pook nug. And no one has anything to say. Woo! Not even the colors, not even the Ricky, the DL, the Rollins, none of them ain't got nothing to say. DL can come out here and talk about Janet Jackson any old way like she was his ex-daggone girlfriend. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Interesting times we living in now. It's just whatever you feel at the moment, change it up. And if they change, you're supposed to know and you're supposed to go all along with it. Harris critics swiftly seized on the alleged abuse purportedly prompted by Emhoff's misplaced jealousy and assuming his beau was flirting with another man. By recalling years of the vice president claiming she believes women who are survivors of SA believe all women's. Believe survivors, one ex-user said Tuesday, sharing the Daily Mail's troubling report, except Doug Emhoff's first wife, another user noted, referencing the second gentleman's marriage that ended after he impregnated his child's nanny. What the F? What in the F? And nobody got nothing to say? Credulous attitudes towards SA allegations had reached a fever pitch among Democrats during the contentious confirmation hearings for now Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh in 2018. Harris immediately declared she believed Christine Blasey Ford's allegations. Of course she did. It's all about women's, okay? That Kavanaugh forced himself on her at a high school party and promoted spurious stories about the just previously raping a woman in the backseat of her car. Online critics on Tuesday resurfaced many of those comments that the then California Democratic senator made about Ford and other female victims. Wore black today in support of all survivors of SA or abuse. We won't let them be silenced or ignored. Hashtag believe survivors. Harris posted on Twitter, now X, in September 2018, 1 week before Kavanaugh's confirmation. And there is, child, tweets never go away. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Tweets never go away. They always gonna find a tweet, child. They always gonna find a tweet. Red State senior editor Brandon Moores reposted the comment remarking that the sentiment had aged like milk. I stand with women across every industry to say hashtag time's up on abuse, harassment, marginalization, and underrepresentation, Harris said in January 2018 to mark the launch of an organization dedicated to serving abused women as part of the Me Too movement. What happened? Wait a GD minute. Wait a GD minute. Now, I don't know how long these two been together, and I really don't feel like looking it up, okay? So you're trying to tell me that she got with a man, a white man, who got the nanny pregnant when he was married to the first damn woman, and then slapped a bitch. And then she out here talking about Me Too and believe all. And this is who you coloreds, you baggers want to put into office, right? Just whatever goes for the moment. Nobody want to talk about this? That's all right. We'll talk about it, child. We'll talk about it. Robert Kaplan, chairwoman of the group's Legal Defense Fund, resigned in August 2021 over at repping a top aide to New York Governor Cuomo and allegedly seeking to smear one of the 11 women who accused him of misconduct. Oh, look at this mess. See, this is why y'all, can I just say for a moment, I'm not going to rant, Legend, but I'm just going to say sometimes y'all need to just shut the entire fuck up. Jumping on all these bandwagons just because that's what everyone else is doing will get your ass into trouble. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Why you got to say something? Child, I don't be saying shit. I don't give a fuck. I say it right here. I stay here. I stay here. I don't be going nowhere else trying to tell nobody nothing. I don't be posting all this bullshit on Twitter and all that stuff. Like, I repost crap. I ain't got nothing to say. I mean, I got something to say, but I'm just saying, like, just out here on any bandwagon, standing for nothing. How are you all for women and then you are talking about abuse and then you go marry a man? Not only that, clearly, this is just what we know about, right? Potentially is an abuser, but he also is an actual issue. That's all I'm saying. He the one that got the nanny pregnant. Shit, I ain't make that up. I didn't make that shit up. But the baggers will ignore it, right? We just gonna run with baggers from now on, y'all. So the baggers just ignore it, right? I tell you, it's some interesting times we living in. There's that. Shout out to the nanny. Shout out to the nanny. Time's Up ceased operation in January 2023. Oh, they done? Oh, they done? All the women are okay now? I ain't know that. Time's Up closed in January 2023. We need to take crimes against women and children more seriously. Crimes like human trafficking, DV, and child abuse. Harris posted in May 2017. Maybe talk to your woman beater husband, and ex-user responded Wednesday. Oh, that's today. Excuse me. Oh, ain't that cute? Sorry, Dems. Every woman must be believed. Your rule, said Red State columnist Rusty Weiss in response. Now get to condemning at the second gentleman in the strongest possible terms. They didn't have one word to say about the nanny. I didn't hear anybody having any big conniption over the fucking nanny. Not once. Not once. Not once. Believe all women is so 2017, snarked another. Exactly. Everything is just a phase. Everything is just a phase. You know, that's what we doing now. Don't you worry about it. It's okay. Still others drew attention to Harris's swipe early in the 2020 Democratic presidential primary against Joe Biden, who was accused by former state Senator Tara Reid of essay. Former colleagues and landlords of Reid were quick to cast doubt on the allegations, from which only one piece of contemporaneous evidence emerged, according to the Times. As someone who has spent my entire career fighting for the health... I'm done with it. Moving on, child. Let's just get to this shit, because now I'm about to get mad. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Now I'm about to get mad. All right, let's get to it. Vice President Cam, interview with all the damn smoke. I am speeding it up because ain't nobody got time to sit here and listen to all this mess.
We got a very special guest today. Very excited to sit down and talk to
our biggest guest.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie about that.
Yeah, she sold the show. I do it over.
No, you did it. So we need to do nothing over. Excuse me. Our biggest guest. I've been corrected. Miss Madam Vice President.
Thank
Kamala.
you. It is so good to
Thank
be
you for
with
sitting
you
down with
guys.
us. Thank you for having us in your home. We're excited to be here.
Thank you both. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you do me a great honor to be here. Thank you.
In 2013, a blind date with your now husband, Doug. If you think back to that date and now...
then they're going to start off with Doug. Oh, no. Does anyone think that he is about to bring up the fact that Doug slapped his ex-girlfriend or got the nanny pregnant? Do you even think that they know about that?
Now we're here. Did you ever imagine this was going to be the journey?
No, I just have a really bossy best friend.
It was a blind date, right?
It was a blind date. And she called me up because she and her husband met him and got to know him.
I feel like I'm hearing the black scent right now. I feel like I'm hearing the black scent right now. Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Shout out to Will Quill. Thank you so much, honey. He said, but Doug, Van, and Roland are the example of modern masculinity per CNN and white liberals. Good luck to y'all then. Okay. Good luck to y'all then. Because that's Van. He cry every 5 minutes. I'm not saying that you can't cry, child, but what we're not going to do is be crying in front of all these people. You cry with me. You can cry with me. What we're not doing is crying out there in public on damn TV in front of all these damn people at the drop of it. I done seen Van Jones cry more than my damn husband. Shout out to Mama Gemini. I was trying to just ignore it. Here you come. I was trying to ignore it. Here you come. He definitely dressed like a checkerboard. And why is it that she didn't shake the hand of, what is his name? I forget his name now, child. What is it? Child, who are these people? I forget. I haven't watched basketball in years. What are their names? This one is baby mama is married to Derek Fisher. That I do know. And then this one was the one who almost got by the woman because she didn't want to sign a prenup agreement and he left her at the altar because he said, if you ain't signing it, we ain't get married. He ain't marry her. So shout out to him for that. Yeah, thank you, skinny boy. Matt Barnes. Mona, I gotta go to the corner. What I do? Mona, what I do? I missed it. What I do? Let me go to the corner and weep.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand.
What I do? Shout out to Sasoti. All right, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Thank you so much. All right, I got it out of the way. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me let this mess play, cha.
And then she just decided that this mic could work. And said to me, just go out with him once. Don't Google him, just go out with him.
Don't Google him. Just give it a shot. Yeah, right.
And it turned out she was right.
It was a good choice.
I'm in a very happy marriage. I'm very thankful.
So where'd you guys go? Did you really eat or did you just do a salad? Like, did you really let your hair down and have fun?
So he came to pick me up.
Okay.
Is any of this going to get y'all to vote for Cam Bueller? Let me know. Is any of this with her and the DVer, the alleged DVer, going to make you vote for her?
What kind of car?
A BMW.
Oh, okay. Moving in style.
But here's the thing that was actually really funny in retrospect. I get in the car and he says, I just need to tell you something. And I'm like, okay, what's this going to be? And he said, I'm a really bad driver.
Give you a heads up, huh?
So that's how it started.
He should have been telling you he got the nanny pregnant.
Okay. I guess he was just trying to create low expectations. Right. And we went to what turned out to be his one favorite restaurant where everybody knows who he is, which was obviously very smart. Yeah, so he could walk in and they were like, hey, Doug.
Yeah. I see you, Doug.
Right, exactly.
Bay Area girl.
Yeah.
Born in Oakland. You grew up around the TMC times. Golden State Warriors side. We hear you're a big fan.
I am.
And there was a rumor that you were in the stands when we were there in the We Believe era.
I really
Can we talk about that?
Yes, I do remember. Okay, we want to say our Warriors are always good, whichever era, but that was a very special time. I mean, it was electric. You guys remember? It was electric.
Yeah.
And everybody, we would take BART to get there and just and go, and it was just, I mean, this is the thing I love about sports in general, but I'm gonna say my Warriors, our Warriors, is that it really was about bringing like all kinds of people from around the Bay Area. And the Bay Area is a melting pot, right? Yeah. All coming in. And that team, I mean, you guys were like the best of the best, legendary.
You know what's funny, not to cut you off, is I went back in 2017 with Steph and KD and those guys, and we won a championship right before I retired, but they all wanted to know about that We Believe team and the era and the energy around the city. And when I was there, the media was talking about it, the fans were talking about it. And as amazing as that team was and won all the championships, they had a fascination in what we did.
What was it like for you guys?
For me, it was big for me because I had...
Ma'am, we're here to hear what the fuck you have to say. We don't give a shit what they think. You're the one that's running for president. Child.
In trouble 2 years before, so I needed to come into a situation where I needed to change.
Yeah.
And it was a blessing in disguise for me. I landed with a whole bunch of guys I knew.
Glad I ain't getting nothing to drink. I only got water. What y'all drinking?
I landed with a coach that didn't judge me, that let me be me.
Yeah.
And we were able to make history, so it was a blessing for me.
Yeah, I think too. I mean, it was almost a melting pot of guys that my career could have been over before it started. That's where I really first got my chance with Don Nelson. Like he said, he was coming off trouble. One of our other brothers, Baron Davis, was very talented, but injuries and didn't really know what was going on. So it just kind of felt like they put their arms around us. Like we were out in the streets hanging out from San Francisco to Oakland to
Richmond,
probably every club that was open. Yeah, we were there. They called us the Fillmore Five. Yeah, so we were out. We really just embracing the community. But I mean, one thing I'll say about the Bay Area fans is, like you said, you always want to say they were good, but there was times where they were terrible, but the support never wavered. You guys were so loyal to the fans. Yes.
I mean, first of all, loyalty as a general matter in life, I think is one of the most important. Growing up, my mother used to say, you got to have a code.
Got to. Stand for something.
And you figure out what your code is. But loyalty, and then loyalty to your team, right? I mean,
This is fancy.
Yeah,
you got the emblem on it and everything, huh?
Yes, I do.
Feel like some presidential water right here. As we're saying, excuse me.
You got to be loyal.
Well, almost 5 minutes in, have we learned anything that makes us want to vote for her?
Your team, like my husband and I have different teams.
Is he from the Bay too?
Well, he's originally from Jersey, but he moved to LA when he was a teenager. So most of his fans are LA teams.
Okay.
And so, depending on who's playing who and what time of the year it is, it's very really real, like talking some serious smack.
Yeah.
What's your feelings on all three of the teams out of Oakland now?
Oh, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
Oh my God. So we're going to talk about basketball. So we're going to sit here and talk about basketball. You running for president, you out here talking about basketball.
Right.
For us, I think as players in our time, we more worried about the workers and the people that were there, because that's what made us feel good.
Exactly
the workers, every day we came in there, we saw those smiles, we got hugged by people actually from Oakland, and to see them losing jobs to San Francisco, that really did.
You're so right. It was part of the economic engine of Oakland.
Yeah,
exactly. And then the vendors, and it was, and it was local folks, small businesses. Yeah.
I'll definitely say, I mean, obviously we understand what that era and that team kind of did. They took the team to a new level, and the business side kicked in.
Yeah, so really did.
I love where they're at in San Francisco, beautiful stadium, but they'll never be anything like Oracle.
Never.
No, and I'm always going to think, Golden State Warriors is
That's what you think.
That's open, right?
I grew up Italian mom, black dad, and was always very proud of my heritage until an incident I had in high school when I was 17, protecting my little sister. Someone called her some names. I did what the big brother did. I ended up getting in trouble.
I bet you I can find some baggers that said, that was a great interview. Oh my God. That was great. I can't wait to vote for her. I promise you it's out there.
anybody else is not. They need to go through their
That's
own
their
level of
issues.
therapy. That's not my
That's their
issue.
issues, right?
My mother was very clear. She was raising 2 Black girls to be 2 proud Black women. And it was never a question. You know, it's funny because over the years,
An Indian woman was raising 2 Black women. But every single time, listen, tell me if I'm lying. Every single time you see white people adopting Black kids, Black people have an issue with it. Because how are they going to teach them about their heritage and how to be Black? Say I'm lying. Every single time you see a white person trying to adopt, hell, even what is her name? Brad Pitt's ex-wife and him. They adopting Black kids. Madonna, her Black kids, okay? How are you going to teach them about their heritage? Who's going to do their hair? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. But y'all going to sit here now and be like Kim saying my Indian mother taught me how to be. Charlie, better go play with their mama.
journalists, some, not most, will want to talk about it. And I say, okay, if you want to have this conversation, I'm prepared to have it, but sit down and get comfortable for a few hours. If you want to start talking about race in America, you want to talk about the 1/8 rule, you want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are perceived to be and the impact that can have on the rest of your life, regardless of who you actually are in terms of your God-given capacity and the rights that you have and should have. So, I don't mess with that. I think that's other people trying to figure some stuff.
I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that. Shout out to you, coloreds. Shout out to, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating, child. Might as well eat shit. This is bullshit. Shout out to J. Rydell. I appreciate you. He said, biatch, F all that. Where's the tangibles talk? There ain't gonna be no tangible talk here, child. That's why it's no smoke. That's why I named the thing Absolutely No Smoke. And I didn't even see this interview. We watching it together. This is the first time I'm seeing it. We are now 8 minutes in. She ain't talking about shit. She was being raised Black by Indian, like a completely Indian mother. Like not even like the Indian mama was half Black. A completely Indian mother. Woo! Lord help your people.
Right.
They got some issues.
They got to deal with it.
You've also been attacked for not having biological children, but you are a stepmom and I'm a stepfather. I just had my
Matt, you have kids. Stop it.
I had a little boy 2 weeks ago, but I have 3 stepchildren that are mine. And being a dad was natural. Being a dad to my 4 sons was natural.
Oh, look at Matt Barnes. Look, you all need, you ninjas, you crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ash bums. You need to aspire to be like Matt Barnes. You need to aspire to be just SYCBM like Matt Barnes. You heard? He has 3 stepchildren. I don't know why y'all won't go ahead and do it. Just do it.
Natural, but learning to navigate, not wanting to step on toes. How do you earn the love and the trust? How did you earn Ella and Cole's love and trust? And how did you get the name Mamala?
I'll start with this. I am a daughter of divorced parents. My parents were divorced when I was 5. And just being very frank and candid with you, when Doug and I started dating, his parents had been married over 60 years. I had to explain to him what it is like to be a child of divorced parents, and including that it was really important to me that I knew what he and my relationship would be before I formed a relationship with the kids, because that's just, from my perspective and experience, not fair to the children, because, children form attachments. So I was very intentional about waiting until I knew that, okay, this is a real relationship before I got to know the kids. And then we became, thick as thieves. And I love those children. They are my children.
Absolutely.
And, we talk about, we have a modern family, and maybe the blessing that I have that not everyone has, although I think everyone should try and work on it, is I have a very close, because it is a very respectful relationship with their mother.
Important.
And so
that ain't easy.
That's rare. No, it is not. And you have to work at it. But you have to work at it. You'll be all right. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that we have to remember. And I know we do. And we feel, but we have to be intentional about it, because the forces and the emotions will drag us from this point. The most important thing is that our kids grow up healthy. And, I think of the many things that we role model, probably the thing we role model the most that we don't realize is how to form healthy relationships. We teach our kids how to drive. We will sit down and do homework with them. But one of the things we are teaching them every day, and we have to be intentional. We will not be perfect. Right. We will fall short. But it's how to develop healthy emotional relationships. One of the ways, especially in that dynamic, when you're talking about my husband's ex-wife, is how to be respectful. And I was very intentional about, for example, knowing that the kids, as they got to know and form a relationship with me, would not want to feel like they were somehow being disloyal to their mother. And I knew that. And so I was very intentional about always making sure that I was clear with.
She was being intentional. Does anybody care? Does anybody care about this? How her and Doug does the nanny, navigated with his kids with the ex-wife, where he did the nanny on? Because I'm sure if I was there, I'd be like, child, you wouldn't marry that man knowing that he did the damn nanny, child. And now your friend set you up with him. That's not a friend, girl. Girl, if she set you up, that's not a friend, okay? All right, but you know, do your thing, child. Do your thing. Clearly, it don't matter now. You'd have married him. Shout out to Casey Cat with another 10. I appreciate you, hun. She says she's paying big bucks to a number of podcasters and creators, especially Black ones, to softball interview her. Lots are turning her down and streaming about it with receipts. Clearly, she ain't gonna call me. I know y'all be saying that the commercials be Kamala when we're live streaming and stuff. I got nothing to do with that. I don't know why, though. That's crazy. I don't have a thing to do with that. That's crazy. Y'all always say it's always Democrat commercials that come through. That's crazy, but it is what it is. Thank you so much, Casey Cass. Ain't nobody trying to mess around with this woman. She ain't trying to talk about nothing, but just to watch my timeline of all these people who are in, because I went to college, so I know a lot of people in fraternities and sororities just talking about, they really just want the symbolism. Any other time, they would be carrying on. They would be carrying on, but now it's like, oh, we can have a D9. She's already in there. You've already achieved that. What are we talking about? She's in there. She's already there. Oh, goodness. Shout out to... Woo! And I would expect you to. Listen, and I would expect you to, okay? Shout out to Keena. Y'all crazy. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Them, I would say things like, well, how does your mom do it? You know, I love to cook. How does your mom do? Show me how you do it. And I think that's really important because, you know, this is the thing that I think has become clear, especially as I'm now running for president, and these kind of conversations are becoming more prevalent. Like, what does it mean to be a step parent? The people who don't get it are understanding.
Girl, we don't give a fuck. If we became step parents, then we would figure it the fuck out. We don't need you for that. Girl.
A whole lot more of these kinds of relationships than people realize. This is not the 1950s.
Blended is the new norm.
Right.
Blended families are the new norm.
It is. It is. And they're beautiful.
Absolutely.
And it's a beautiful way to live, to build and grow your family. You know, I talk about even in my speech at the convention, I grew up with the family that is my family by blood and the family that is my family by love.
And sometimes that's thicker.
And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I think increasingly people, especially younger people, understand that, right? That there's the family you're born into and then there's the family you choose. And it's on you to make a decision about what you want and how you define your family. And you have the right to do that, you know?
I tell Mike, I'm just an extra layer of support and protection. I'm not there to replace your dad. I'm not there to, you know, I'm here to help in any way possible.
Right.
So,
and so Mamala came about because it's Kamala, and then they just got creative with it. And
I love it. So, all right, shifting a little bit to policy talk. And before we talk about policy, can you briefly explain, because I think sometimes there's misconceptions of the power of the president or the power of the vice president. Explain how a bill becomes a law.
Okay. I believe that the best way the system works is when the power is with the people to then advocate for their needs and have their needs met. So that's the big macro stepping back, right? One of the ways that the system works to do that, that the system should work to do that, is we have elected representation who represent the people in these state legislatures, which is where laws get passed, or in Congress, which is where the federal laws get passed. And for the system to work the right way, legislators, these members of the state legislature, let's say your state senator, your state assembly member, or your congressman or your United States senator, will meet with, and they'll have ways of receiving information from the people about what they want. I think it's really important always that we know our power to organize around what we need. And sometimes that'll take the form of writing letters. Sometimes it'll take the form of mass protests to make sure the voice of the people is heard by their representative leaders, who then have as their responsibility to write up some legislation that meets the needs of the people. And then when they write that up, they take a vote in their body, if it's a state house or Congress. And if the majority of the people there agree with it, it becomes a law. So that's how it's supposed to work. And I mean, it does connect to what we were talking about earlier, which is then reminding folks they have a right to expect that their leaders will hear them and take seriously their needs. You know, a lot of why I think it's important to talk about our accomplishments on things like we finally let Medicare negotiate drug prices with the big pharmaceutical companies so that we could cap the cost of insulin at $35 a month. You know what?
We have never heard that before. We've never heard that before. And
that's important because forever that never happened. And when we explain to people that they kept advocating and kept fighting for it to happen, and it did happen, it reminds people, don't give up, keep fighting for the things you know are possible, even if it's never happened before. I think it's important for people to know, you know, when we, like, for example, I helped write the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act when I was in the United States Senate. People by the hundreds of thousands marched, rightly, out of pain, out of knowledge, out of commitment, that we need to take seriously what we got to do to deal with this system. And so we couldn't get enough votes to pass it. But we got it that far that we wrote it up. And we got it as far as so that under our administration, the president was able to sign an executive order that put a lot of what we put in the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act into an executive order. So at least for federal law enforcement, we're now dealing with no-knock warrants. We're now talking about a national database for police officers who have committed misconduct.
To the people who say, why are we still marching in 2024 when it's common sense what people need, what do you say to that?
Look, my parents marched for civil rights back in the day. I do believe there is no significant progress that we've made in our country without the people often taking to the streets. Going way back to the Civil Rights Act, to the Voting Rights Act, to, what's happening now in the streets on choice, to what happened around George Floyd's murder, and moving forward an agenda that's about that. I mean, you could just go through just the different levels of progress that we've had. Often it has taken people taking to the streets, which is why, look, I support the right of people to peacefully protest. My opponent in this race, you look up Project 2025.
Nasty work.
They're literally talking about what they would do to arrest people.
Oh my goodness. I really thought Project 2025 went by the wayside. Now they're going to ramp that back up again because it was like every 2 seconds before. Now all of a sudden they're bringing it back again. I thought we was done with that. So, child, I'm not even getting into it.
And deport them because they want to suppress. Part of what really concerns me about this moment in time is we've also defined our progress over the years and therefore our strength as being about the expansion of rights. And now we're seeing a full-on intent to restrict rights.
Going backwards.
I strongly believe we have to always be vigilant, meaning whatever gains we've made, they will not be permanent unless we stay on it. You got to know you can't take any of our rights for granted. And that's why we have to stay active. And that's about voting. That's about being involved in community organizations. That's about having those conversations when everybody gets together, whether it be at the barbershop or on
Cam, what do you have to say with what's going on down Dalton Thornton Township, child? That's what I want to know. And then what do you think about why JB, Kwame, and Kim and all the rest of them ain't got nothing to say about it? That'd be my question, child.
Kitchen table to remind ourselves about, look, what's happening and what do we need to do about it?
And also think too, I mean, some of the stuff we stand and fight for, I do it as a parent. In my lifetime, I may not see the benefits, but I have 7 kids who are going to have more kids that are coming down the pipeline that may one day, I'm sure when your parents fought, they're thinking by the time my daughter's old enough, hopefully she won't be going through this.
That's exactly right. But see, they also taught me this. Don't fall asleep on this stuff. Don't fall asleep on it. Don't sit back and get comfortable. Like, oh, that's done. There's this old saying, it's Coretta Scott King. She said, I paraphrase it all the time, the fight for civil rights, which she meant the fight for justice, the fight for equality, must be fought and won with each generation. And I think what she meant is, 1, understand whatever gains we make will not be permanent, and 2, therefore you must be vigilant. You got to stay on top of it. And by the way, don't complain about that.
HBCUs are such a big thing now. And it's I feel like when things get trendy to become, everyone wants to talk about it and be a part of it. You were someone who went to an HBCU. As an athlete, I'm just like, it's a great idea. And I wish it was more cooler when I was coming up, but at the same time, I don't think the facilities could have held us. You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to go to UCLA, and it was like being a professional athlete. And we were speaking to, some of the brightest minds come from these HBCUs, but the conditions aren't what some of these other schools are.
So the history of our HBCUs is a phenomenal history, which again was born out of struggle and people sitting around saying, we're not going to wait for other people, right? So there were a collection of people that were white and Black and of many different backgrounds who understood that young, Black, bright people were not having equal access to top levels of education. And so in a nutshell, that's how our HBCUs got formed. I attended Howard University, which is one of the oldest. And it built up over the years with its purpose and mission being to create national and international leaders. It had a reputation of doing that because it did that. But over the years, we also know that our students, HBCU students, don't necessarily, frankly, make the same kind of incomes that people who go to predominantly white institutions do. Don't start out on the same base. So even if they are, they're also taking care of their parents. They're also taking care of their younger siblings and don't necessarily have the extra to be able to build for the school, the endowment, which alumni give to, that ends up funding things like a first class.
What is she talking about? I'm sorry. I maybe I fell asleep. What is she talking about? I don't even know what she's talking about. HBCUs, girl. What? I don't even know why he asked that question. What are we talking about? I don't even understand, child. None of this matters to me. I don't care. I don't care.
Class program, be it athletic or scientific. So a lot of my work, especially in the Senate and now as vice president, has been to increase federal funding to HBCUs because, again, I know they are centers of academic excellence. They are
federal funding to HBCUs. Okay, finally, shit.
Centers of academic excellence, but don't necessarily have the same kind of resources. And so far, we've given now.
Y'all are waiving debt. What are we doing? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
Under our administration, as I've been vice president, $16 billion more to our HBCUs. When I was senator, I was responsible for helping to get billions into upgrading literally the physical structure because they're old. And I think increasingly, to your point, more people are understanding. It's like we maybe skipped an era, but we're getting back to a place of more people understanding what our HBCUs do and giving more support financially to them. But we have to. I mean,
why do you have to keep giving them money? Why aren't they fundraising? Why aren't the people that graduated giving back? How come they don't come back they come back to homecoming to party, but they don't, they don't donate, they don't give money, they don't back anything. Where's all that? Instead of saying that somebody got to give them the damn money, if all these people have graduated, if all these Black people have gone to college, they've all gone, they've had the experience, blah, blah, they all in the D9 and done all that. You telling me that they not giving back to the damn school that they should be thankful for, that they want to continue on so that their kids can go, so that their kids can turn around and go? Because I have a friend who does that, specifically fundraise. They go right straight back to the people that graduated and local donors and businesses. Are the schools doing that? Anybody that went to a HBCU, Bueller, do your schools do that? Do they look for the donations? Do they go out and get it? Or are they just waiting for the government? They're just waiting for the government to help out. I'm just asking. I don't know. I graduated online with an associate's degree.
It's an incredible experience to walk on campus and everybody looks like you.
Right.
And to go to class and to have a teacher who takes none of your excuses.
None of yours,
right? That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It reminds you that, no, you just have to work harder. You just have to compete. You'll be the class president if you do that. And the other thing that's great about an HBCU, you could be the class president at the Football Star.
Same.
You could be in a sorority and be the head of the science club.
Girl, we don't give a damn. Moving on. Get them damn graduates to give you some damn money. Shit.
Like, it also, the beauty of HBCUs is every signal it sends you is telling you, do not confine yourself to somebody's idea of what it means for you to be a young Black person in America.
I want to touch on mental health.
Yes.
Mental health is big in the Black community, especially Black men.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Black men out here who starting grassroots organizations to help their communities. I'll give you an example. A guy named Zeke, he's building chapters called New Era. And all over Detroit, the Bay Area, Texas, everywhere. And then what they're doing is they're taking care of the communities. Regardless of race, if somebody's been mistreated, if a store been mistreated, if somebody's been mistreated in that community, they're going to handle
19
it hands-on,
right?
19 keys and also Is it anything that you're thinking about that can help these people that's building these grassroots that actually get stuff done on the ground?
Absolutely. I think first...
Child. Now, all of a sudden, she's going to come through and help the Black people with the grassroots and all that type of stuff.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
First of all, I think the mental health issue is probably one of the biggest public policy failures in our country. We have acted as though healthcare we've acted as though the body starts from the neck down.
Right.
Instead of understanding we need healthcare also from the neck up. And it has to be done in a way that gives people the dignity and the respect they deserve.
Right.
The most effective mental health care is often because it is peer-based. It is without judgment, and it understands. People have to be understood for, who they are culturally, who they are in terms of their life experience. If you're really going to be able to get into their needs. I worked with a brother here in DC, Kier, who actually has...
she worked with a brother here, y'all. She worked with a brother here. Did you hear that? She worked with a brother here.
Been doing a lot around modeling, in particular, and I had him coming a couple of years ago, actually. We've been talking about how we focus in particular on our Black men and our young Black men. Because we also have to take the stigma away. And so part of that is about reminding people, it's just like, if you break your arm or you got a toothache, this is about healthcare. And helping people understand it's a sign of strength to ask for help, not a sign of weakness.
Right.
Because when we talk about mental health care, a lot of it, especially for people who have experienced trauma, we're talking about pain. And we understand physical pain.
The mental.
Take an aspirin, whatever. But we don't deal with mental and emotional pain in the same way. And here's the thing. First of all, look, growing up in poverty, trauma-inducing.
Major.
Growing up around, any form of violence, which crosses socioeconomic lines, by the way. So let's not act as though it's just low-income people. Everywhere, trauma-inducing. And the thing about it is, when we talk about post-traumatic stress disorder, right? What happens when you've been repeatedly exposed to trauma? Somebody explained it to me years ago. It's oversimplified, but I'm going to offer you this. So imagine you're walking across a busy street every day.
Oh my God.
And a Mack truck comes barreling down. You will produce basically a response without even reflection. You'll jump back. If every day you're walking across the street, that thing, you overproduce the thing. So that one day you're walking across that street, that Mack truck has come barreling down. You see it and you keep walking. And then we start talking about our young people don't have emotions.
What the fuck? Girl, what? That's how I feel about you, actually, Cam. I just feel like it's just like the same old crap, different daggone day. All right, you got a new story talking about the Mack truck. But does no one have any issues, any trauma? But you can say, excuse me, people got mental health, but if they're not going to go and take care of it, then what good does that do? You know, the best place to get your mental health help, get a job and get some insurance. And you get their mental health help instead of the government having to put it out there. Remember in Portland, when they came through to all those people that were homeless about 2 years ago, and they said, yeah, child, we'll get you a place to live. And all of that would just put you through drug counseling and everything and get you some mental health help. They said, nah, child, nah. They said, we'll stay out here. Oh, ignore all that. Ignore that. You can't force them to take the shit. So what are we talking about right now? This is just as stupid as the last conversation. Shout out to Daniel Cunningham up in here. I'm surprised you're not saying shaking my head. I swear every time I see your comment, you're saying shaking my head. Shout out to Daniel. He said, prayers to people in the path of the last hurricane, for sure. I'm here and my family's here. Oh, you're down there. Power still out. Oh, people buy a damn generator. Oh, and F Kamala. You know what? That is great advice. And get the damn generator now before there's a need for it. Prayers to Daniel Cunningham and his family. I hope all goes well. At least you got your phone charged, I guess. But prayers to y'all, you and everyone down in that area. Has Cam went down there, y'all? Has Cam gone down there? Has she made any comment about the hurricane victims? Anything? Bueller? Anybody? Bueller? Let me know.
Numb to it.
They're as though they've chosen, as though they have chosen to not have emotion. And we don't realize that a lot of it is physiological, literally. It's how the body learns to protect itself.
Yep.
And for our younger children, then what does that mean? They start acting out in class. What happens? They get kicked out of class. They're the bad kid. They still start self-identifying that way. And
so are we making excuses for gremlins now, Cam?
We know where that leads. A lot of the work I did years ago when I was actually DA of San Francisco was focused on a project that it ended up developing itself into what we call the San Francisco Wellness Center, which was focused on early detection of childhood trauma so that we could get the diagnosis going for the treatment, right? Because if you don't diagnose it, you can't treat it. Right. And I actually brought in mental health care professionals to talk with public school teachers about it. Like, this is what you're seeing in the classroom, and help people put a label on it as the first step to diagnosing it. And then getting the treatment. And during the time I've been vice president, as part of the work we've done on gun violence, we've put now millions of extra dollars in public schools to put more mental health professionals in our public schools. But we need to do a lot more. Because again, it just needs to be diagnosed and treated, right? And understanding this is not about some child who is bad. It's not some child who
making excuses for gremlins. That's all I hear. How many times have people said, don't do nothing? People, let me start over. How many people have called the oppressor to say that they need help because somebody's attacking them? Then the oppressor comes, God forbid something happens, then they say he had mental health issues. But y'all didn't leave with that, and you called the damn oppressor. So if you can't get your own damn people to go ahead and take the medicine if they have been diagnosed with something, but now you want to say that we should be like all in empathetic and everything to all these people. How does that work? Be empathetic to me. I'm being selfish. Can you be empathetic to me? I don't want to be around this shit. I don't want to be around these people. I don't want to be around your GD kids, your gremlins. I don't want none of that. Keep your hands to yourself. Carry your ass to work. And I don't want to give y'all no more money. I don't. It's like I'm working for every fucking body else. I guess this interview happened before the longshoreman strike. Day 2, y'all. Day 2, in case you missed it. Casey Cat said that Cam went this morning for a photo op and then she left. Maybe she had to go check on Doug, child. Shout out to Jay Rydell for the 5. I appreciate you, hun. He said, this is outright embarrassing. It's disgusting. I agree. Other groups are getting benefits while we get petty campfire stories. Take me to the king. Abso-damn-lutely.
Take me to
Abso-damn-lutely.
Truth is, I'm tired.
But this is all baggers want. This is all baggers need to feel like, oh, she went to see all the smoke, so that means she's black. Oh my God, she sat down and she talked about George Floyd with Stephen Jackson, so that means she's black. We need her. She's an AKA. She's talking about the HBCUs. Pandering, wash, rinse, repeat. She ain't saying nothing that makes a damn bit of difference. I'm sorry, $35 cap on the insulin. Okay. She know about the damn basketball teams. Oh, okay. All right. None of that I don't give one damn about. Thank you so much, Jay Rydell. Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you. He says she wants to diagnose all kids as victims. That's what I'm hearing. That's exactly what I'm hearing right now. Like, girl, come on now. I don't want to hear it. You're making an excuse. I don't care. Excuse me. I don't give a damn. That's day mama's problem. Nobody was over here raising their hand saying, can you please help me with these kids? No, I did it. You do it. Hold them responsible for their damn gremlins. Child, making me mad now.
Wants to act out. This is not a choice that child is making. But and it's not a choice this child is making. They're actually in pain. And it manifests itself in ways that are antisocial potentially. But the child's in pain.
You know how to get it out.
Defense mechanism. Yeah, I have a question along the mental health line. We spoke to Kobe and I did his last interview, and I asked him, over his long career, was there any negativity or hatred or disrespect toward you that he heard and hurt? And he said, I heard it all. And he said it all hurt. As someone who's been the first in a lot of spaces you've been in, a woman of color, knocking on the door to possibly be the next president, how do you protect your mental health and your mental space?
Well, number one rule, don't read the comments.
They're nasty. They're nasty.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Don't read the comments. Just let's start there. I work out every morning. For me, it's just mind, body, and spirit. I think it's really important for everybody. We all have our levels of stress. Everybody does, right? Be intentional about who you have.
Josh, shut up. I don't care. Casey Cat said the name of their podcast is because they always bring the smoke. I thought because they were always smoking. See, that shows how much I know. I assumed that they were smoking. Hard-hitting questions. They're being roasted over this interview. Good. They need to be. They need to be, because this is crazy. And she needs to be too. This is so stupid.
I am blessed to have an incredible family and incredible friends. My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
We used to
Stacey Johnson.
Go to the clubs and her father Seville.
Wait. What, girl? What?
Do you have people in your life who applaud your success? Do you have people in your life who you trust? Do you have people in your life who, when you trip and fall, they laugh with you and then they pick you up and push you back out there? There are people that you know who will be those people if you choose to have them. I am blessed to have an incredible family and incredible friends. My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
We used to go.
Wait, that was a cut. Did you see that cut? Hold on. That is a cut. This is edited.
Choose to have them. I am blessed to have an incredible family and incredible friends. My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Oh, hell no. This shit is so edited. Did you see that? Wow. Bullshit. If any of y'all watch All the Smoke regularly, do they do that or do they just let it flow like on Drink Champs? I don't believe they do. Maybe they edit, but if they do, I don't watch it like that. Maybe they don't, see it too much, or you don't see it too much. But we supposed to be getting this informational interview with freaking edits and jump cuts like that. Oh, what did they take out? This is some bullshit, child. You baggers. I tell you, vote blue no matter who.
Applaud your success. Do you have people in your life who you trust? Do you have people in your life who, when you trip and fall, they laugh with you and then they pick you up and push you back out there? There are people that you know who will be those people if you choose to have them. I am blessed to have an incredible family and incredible friends. My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
We used to go to the clubs and her father Seville. And so I think that's part of it, right? Because you do need the support to deal with it. And especially, people who are active on social media, it's hard out there. It's tough. And you have to find things. Like, I love to cook. I love to cook. And it's a way for me to, I think it's just for me,
how does that help my effing life that you love to cook? I don't. And what? I do it because I got to eat. But girl, I don't give a damn. What you going to do about this damn strike?
It's a great gift I can give the people I love, but it's also, it's like I start out, I know what I'm going to make, and then I'm done and I can give it to people. And it just gives me something to do that is a productive use of time, and I think people, choose hobbies, think about what it is that you like to do that takes your mind off of the stresses, that is also productive, right?
Economy, small business, Black business. We actually just started our business in January. So we've grown from a show to a whole entire company. What is your economic plan moving forward for people who are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling for groceries and rent and homeowners?
So look, I grew up, so my sister and I were raised by our mother. We lived for a long time in an apartment on top of a.
Oh my God, Lord help your people. Here we go. My mom bought a house, 17, lived over top of a small business. She was a mom to me and my sister. She worked hard. blah, 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 blah.
A child care center. That child care center was actually owned by a woman who lived 2 doors down from us, Mrs. Shelton, who was, by all of our accounts and feelings, our second mother. She helped raise us. And so she was a small business owner. So I'll start with the small business, and congratulations on what you guys done. I, from a child, knew who our small business owners are, right? I mean, you're business leaders, but you're also civic leaders. You take seriously your voice and how you can mentor, how you can grow, right? Communities and the sense of communities. I love our small businesses. And so a lot of my work in terms of building and growing the economy has focused on small businesses. And my vision overall is we need to build an opportunity economy in which we increase opportunity for all, including small business owners. So a lot of my work even in the Senate is about increasing access to capital through our small businesses, and in particular through our community banks. So I've been responsible for billions of dollars more now going into our community banks because they're in the community, and then they know who's in the community and where the talent is and who's doing good in the community, what the community wants. And so part of my plan as president is to give small businesses, startups, a tax deduction of $50,000 to start up. Because right now the tax deduction is $5,000.
Can't do nothing with that.
That's exactly right. And see, the thing we know is that most of our small business, our entrepreneurs who want to start a small business, got a great idea, have incredible work ethic, but they weren't handed a bunch of money on a silver tray. And they just need to get their foot in the door. So there is that. There is what I need to do and what we need to do around making housing and rent more affordable. Part of the problem is we have a housing supply shortage. My plan includes giving tax incentives for home builders to build 3 million more homes by the end of my first term, to increase supply to bring down cost, and to increase home ownership, a $25,000 down payment assistance to first-time home buyers. Because again, people just need to get their foot in the door.
They'll grind after that.
Right? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And we know home ownership, especially for the community, that's the fastest, most effective, and most sure ways to build intergenerational wealth. It's then when your child says, I want to go to an HBCU or some other college, and you say, well, honey, you don't have to take out a student loan. I'm going to take some equity out of the house. Or your child says, I want to start up a small business, and you can say, let me take some equity and help you.
First, what is that business? Let me make sure it's not about that.
Well, but
yeah, no, you have something to pull from.
Right, you have something where it's about intergenerational wealth. See, here's how I feel about the economy and the economy I want to grow. We have, over the last 4 years, reduced Black unemployment to the lowest it has been in decades. Okay, that is an accomplishment. However, I believe, need to measure our success not just only about everybody's.
Did she reduce? Did they reduce Black unemployment to its lowest numbers? Child, what'd you say? Hold on. Back it on up. Because somebody lying on TikTok.
I have to take out a student loan. I'm going to take some equity out of the house. Or your child says, I want to start up a small business, and you can say, let me take some equity and help you.
First, what is that business? Let me make sure it's not no about place.
Well, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I get you saying. You have something to pull from.
Productive, right? You have something where it's about intergenerational wealth. Because see, here's how I feel about the economy and the economy I want to grow. We have, over the last 4 years, reduced Black unemployment to the lowest it has been in decades. Okay, that is an accomplishment. However, I believe, need to measure our success not just only about everybody's working, but can you build wealth?
Can you start saving?
Can you start saving? Can you buy a home? Can you start saving to take your family on vacation from time to time? Can you?
Girl. So, SHRM, SHRM. I think that's like the human resources thing. Let me see. Pointer. What's Pointer? Pointer. Okay, so it says both. I don't know what Pointer is. Black poverty, unemployment set record lows on Trump's watch and on Biden's too. Trump was president when Black poverty and unemployment reached record lows. Biden saw both of those record lows surpassed on his watch. So that's as of June 25th. President Biden and former President Trump vie for Black voter support. Each has been touting their achievements, benefiting Black workers and families. During a June 15th visit to Detroit, Trump said, we achieved the lowest African-American unemployment rate and the lowest African-American poverty rate ever recorded. Record lows were achieved on his watch, but Trump leaves out that both of those records have since been surpassed by Biden. The Census Bureau has consistently tabulated data on poverty, including the breakdown by race and ethnicity since '66. The Black poverty rate hit a record low during Trump's presidency in 2019 at 18.8%. The poverty rate has fallen further under Biden's presidency, hitting 17.1% in 2022, the last year for which data is available. So there you go. There you go. 1968. Where was you at for Obama, child? What was it? 2000 and what? Child, I don't remember. 2008. All right, not bad, right? Oh no, 24% to 25%. Ooh, 27. Woo, low. Who's it back here? 55.1%. Woo, Lord. Who is it back here? Who was 2019? Oh, I guess that was Trump. 18.8. So it was 22% for Obama, 24, 26. All right, it started at 27, 27, 27, 26, 24, 22. So it was coming down. Shout out to Obama. And then 21, 20, 18.8. Then it went up to 19. Then it went down to 19.5 and then down to 17.1. All right. So I guess she might got something. All right. I'm just saying. We saw it. All right, back to this foolishness.
You save enough so that Christmas time for you and your children is not stressful, but something enjoyable, right? And so it's about, yes, we got to make sure that we have high employment, but also that we create opportunities for people to build wealth.
Get ahead.
Part of my plan is also to expand the child tax credit. $6,000 in the first year of your child's life.
Man, I could have used that one.
Because you know what that means. First year, that's such a critical stage of a child's development. And it's expensive. The family's got to buy a car seat, a crib, the things that
the necessities.
Because I start from the perspective that
I don't even want to argue with this shit. It's the same shit. Wash, rinse, repeat.
The majority of parents want to raise their children well. They love their children, but don't necessarily have the resources they need. And if we understand that the children of a community are the children of the community, we'll understand that an investment in something like the first year of a child's life benefits all of us. Mm-hmm. But these are things about building what I call an opportunity economy, which is about helping people not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because most people, look, here, maybe you've gathered this already. Here's where I come from. Most people have ambition. They have aspirations. They have dreams. And they are willing to work hard. And if we give people the opportunity to actually meet those goals, they jump for it every time. Mm-hmm. But not everybody starts out from the same place in terms of having the opportunity to just get in there. And so my plans, whether it be $25,000 down payment assistance, whether it be a $6,000 child tax credit, or helping people in terms of what they need to do to be able to start a small business with a bigger tax deduction. The reason I'm saying all that is because when those folks are successsual, we are all successful.
Community feels it.
And we actually strengthen the economy overall. When middle class is strong in America, America's economy is strong.
It's a better country. Yeah.
And it's a better country for all of us.
All right, so we're running short on time. Okay. We're going to finish up with quick hit.
Running short on time? Oh my God. I didn't get the email. I think Will Quill said he sent me something. I didn't get the email, hun. This is crazy. This is crazy.
First thing to come to mind, let us know. Oh, cannabis?
I just feel strongly people should not be going to jail for smoking weed.
Wait, who's talking? Who the hell is talking? Hold on. Who the hell is talking?
Are successful. We are all successful.
Community feels it.
And we actually strengthen the economy overall. When middle class is strong in America, America's economy is strong.
It's a better country. Yeah.
And it's a better country for all of us.
Girl, shut the hell up. And Matt, shut the hell up.
All right, so we're running short on time. Okay. We're going to finish up with quick hitters. First thing to come to mind, let us know. Oh, cannabis?
I just feel strongly people should not be going to jail for smoking weed.
Oh, yeah. There are definitely some jump cuts right here, child. They cut out a lot. People shouldn't go to jail for cannabis, child. Shout out to Jay Rydell. He said, Harris 2024 be burdened by what has been. Shaking my head. This is crazy. This is so stupid. This whole thing was such a waste of time. I'm sorry, y'all. I had no idea. This is such a waste of time. This is just wash, rinse, fucking repeat. I'm over it. We saw Trump yesterday taking random questions from the crowd, taking random off the fly questions from the crowd. And she will not do that shit. But I'm supposed to give a fuck about how she cares about damn basketball teams in fucking California. Okay.
And we know historically what that has meant and who has gone to jail. Mm-hmm. Second, I just think we have come to a point where we have to understand that we need to legalize it and stop criminalizing this behavior. And so, and I've actually, this is not a new position for me. I have felt for a long time we need to legalize it. So that's where I am on that.
I love it.
Okay.
She said weed, not cannabis. Pay attention, y'all.
Yeah, that's old school, right?
Yeah, that's old school.
I like it. All right. I love it. Favorite holiday to cook and what's your signature dish?
Well,
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. If she says collard greens in the fucking bathtub, I'm shutting the shit down. I'm telling you that right now. You colors are falling for this? Seriously, you colors are falling for this shit. I am ashamed to be black for all the niggas that's falling for this bullshit right now. You require nothing. This is proof positive that you require nothing. And the situations that you get yourselves in are of your own fucking doing. This woman hasn't answered a GD thing. She won't even talk to regular people. She won't go to Fox. She won't go to at this point, that Australia station, all she's doing is being where she wants to be and where she's comfortable. And you think that's a person that you should put at the highest power in the damn land because you think Trump is fucking racist? You think Trump is the problem over Kamala? And then that jackass from last night looking like Eddie Munster's fucking grandfather? Are you kidding me? Because she's an AKA, because she's black? Are y'all not paying attention? I cannot believe that you're this stupid. It's stupidity at this point. This is such a waste of our time with this bullshit. She has nothing to offer anyone that's black. And if she gets in there, y'all already know I ain't got no empathy and no sympathy for dumbass shit. And this is some dumbass shit right here. But if y'all put this person in the damn White House and your asses is out here on the fucking street still complaining, we will be here to laugh at your fucking ass. Do you hear me? I'm here to tell you right damn now. I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to laugh at you. When Roland and Ricky and all the rest of them are up there at the president's dinner and the this dinner and the that dinner and they strolling up a storm and y'all still out here on the damn streets wondering about the fucking migrants getting kicked out of your houses. You can't afford shit. You can't eat. You can't sleep. And you got kids that's doing the same thing. Remember this moment right the fuck here. Remember this moment right the fuck here. Y'all too worried about damn symbolism instead of thinking about your own damn interest. And that includes Anton's mama. No shade, Anton. All I'm saying is that you vote against your own fucking interest. When you see ABCDs out here getting more than your ass, I don't want to hear shit. When you see the migrants continuing to get more than your asses, I don't want to hear shit. When you sit up here and you still ain't got no place to live, I don't want to hear shit. I've been showing videos and showing you articles where they're cutting back on the fucking Section 8. That ain't Donald Trump's fault, and that's what's happening right the fuck now. So guess what? If they ain't helping you, she's sitting up here telling you she gonna buy or not buy, make fucking affordable housing. How the fuck long do you think that's gonna take? They're cutting back on Section 8. If she gives a fuck and it's all her, fuck Biden. He sleep. They're sitting up here cutting back on Section 8 right the fuck now. I done read 2 articles to y'all to let you know. And you think that she out here saying that she gonna get you some fucking housing and you think she gonna get you in some housing? She ain't. You're gonna be living in the same bullshit that you've been living in with the fucking Ratatouille and every damn body else whining and complaining and saying it's somebody else's fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Because how many times do I have to say? How many times have I ever said? How many times do I be saying? Do not depend on the fucking government. Why are y'all so fucking lazy? Why are you you are owed nothing in this GD world. Her sitting up here talking about what she went through is so hard. It's hard for all of us, whether you want to believe it or not. Guess what? You're not supposed to get here and everything's supposed to be peaches and motherfucking roses. That's just not how life works. If that's what you think, if that's your fucking Disney fantasy, I don't know there's something wrong with you. Go seek some mental health help. You see what's going on. I'm showing you about this damn strike. Is that not important to you? Why is she not talking about that? Why is she not speaking to that? Not necessarily for this interview, because this probably happened before then. But I don't see her out here saying shit. I sit on YouTube all damn day. I don't see her saying shit about it. We're going to wait until it's dire, and then you're going to be in more dire of a situation than what you already are. You got dummies in the comments talking about wait around for the government to give you your Section 8. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? It's 2024. We are going into 2025, and you are still waiting for someone to take care of you as an adult. All them damn videos that I'm showing y'all, all these women crying and complaining about nobody helps them to being single moms. Y'all still are thinking that that's cute until it's not. You think that shit is cute. You do the shit to yourselves. You do it to yourselves. How can you blame someone else when you laying down with a nigga that wasn't shit to begin with? You knew it. You knew it. You knew it. You don't want to listen to me? Fuck it. Don't listen to me. I don't give a shit. You'd rather listen to Sexy Red and fucking Sukiyana. 2 whores. Now you fake outraged over fucking Diddy. Adults doing adult things. Worrying about people that don't give a shit about you. That don't give a shit about you. Oh my God. I can't believe this. They should be clowned for this. They should be ran up off of their platform for this. This is ridiculous. But then again, at the end of the day, honestly, come on now. It's 2 basketball players. What the fuck else was they going to talk about? What else were they going to talk about? I mean, I'm not even well versed in everything. I know about crime and I know about migrants. Everything else, it's a crapshoot. What else did we think that they was going to talk about and let her run roughshod, saying the same shit that we can sit up here and know what she going to say before she even say it and recite it all. It's the same shit over and over again. That woman won't talk to none of you niggas, and you are falling all over yourselves to insult the rest of us because we not falling for this bullshit. Fuck that bitch and fuck you too. That's ridiculous. That stupid nigga in that video that I made that's sitting up here talking about black men voting for Trump. There's something wrong with you. No, nigga, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Woman won't even talk to your ass for nothing. Nothing. I guess this is talking to you by way of these niggas. No offense against them, okay? I ain't got no problem with these two. They're not running for shit. I don't give a shit about them and what they think. It's her. This is the best that she got for y'all. And a picture with her and Sheree from The Real Housewives. Where's the intelligent conversations? Why is she not going to talk to somebody over there at minimum at Fox? Why isn't she going to even say that she would go sit down at this point and talk to Candace Owens? I know what Candace is doing. Why won't she go and talk to somebody like, I don't know, Megyn Kelly, something? Why won't she go have a town hall where people can come and talk to her and not people that she chose to be there, but anybody who got there in line in order to talk to her? Why can't that happen? Why can't she do that? Why won't she talk to anyone? Y'all don't think that's weird? Y'all think that makes sense? But she wants you to vote for her? You're asking her for nothing. When freaking Ice Cube tried to come through and tried to help all them bitches over there on that show, I forget what it's called, gave him a hard damn time. Y'all was all upset about the crime bill, remember? Y'all was all upset, honestly, about her and all the people that she incarcerated in California when they was running. Then all of a sudden you got amnesia. You don't remember nothing. You don't remember nothing. Now all of a sudden everything is golden. Anything that she can't do nothing wrong. She can't do anything wrong. She is right no matter what. This woman is right no matter what. That's crazy. But you be the first people, I'm talking to you colors right now, you be the first people that will go to church and talk about the Lord. No one is perfect, only the Lord Jesus Christ, praise the Lord. Yeah, your pastor will talk. Actually, these pastors today will allow anything because they're so desperate for money. Lord, forgive me. I'm not trying to be blasphemous, but I'm not going to act like there's not people who really don't preach the word of the Lord, the Bible, whatever it is. All they worried about is what the rest of the world thinks, so they can continue to get people in there and get the daggone money. Donations, child. Oh, Dr. Umar might as well open up a church. He'd be more successful open up a damn church at this point. We just learned that the damn husband is freaking slapping bitches and got the nanny pregnant. Y'all ain't got shit to say about that. I guess I should call it the mainstream media. Ain't got shit to say about that. I'm waiting for someone to say, you're just taking down your own. She ain't my nothing. She ain't my nothing. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm done with this show. We're going to watch Body Cam and I'm done. I'm done with it. There's nothing that we need to watch. I got Body Cam, y'all. We ending this on a positive note, okay? Body Cam is positive, okay? Body Cam is better than watching Cam and It's No Smoke, okay? 300-pound woman tries to outrun the police and learns a hard lesson. This is what we doing, y'all. I'm done with
God. Oh my God. Can you please not write me a summons? Nicole, what's your date of birth? I don't have my information, man. I got one on it. I told you to leave me alone. Don't touch me, black nigga. Hang on. Get off my arm. Nice to meet you. Get off my arm. Get off my arm. You big. Get off me. Get the fuck off. So much now.
We've all experienced the frustration of waiting in long lines at the DMV, whether for a new ID or to register a car.
In today's episode, a woman faced a similar situation. She was waiting to renew her ID and after 30 minutes grew increasingly agitated when her number had yet to be called. Her frustration escalated to the point where she began threatening the employees. The staff did not take her threats lightly and promptly called the local police.
Why they call this woman 300 pounds? She don't look like she's 300 pounds, do she?
Here's what happened next.
Is at minimum, this is disorderly conduct. It was usually threatened, right? Yeah. Okay. Purple pants, blue hoodie, white wrap.
After taking the victim's statement, the officer obtained a full description of the suspect. The victim stated that the suspect was last seen walking toward the shopping plaza. Little did the officer know, things were about to take an extremely wild turn.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Going into the testing center, yelling at everybody.
Where?
The testing center.
Oh, I apologize.
What's your first
I got my ID.
Huh? You don't have your ID?
No, I'm trying to keep my ID.
Okay. Where do you have it on you?
No, I don't have ID.
All right. What's your first and last?
I didn't do anything, man.
How you spell your last name?
Oh God! Please just tell me to leave it alone. I'll be gone. I'm gone.
No, I'm writing you a summons for disorderly conduct.
I don't want the summons.
What is your? How you spell your?
She said, I don't want a summons. Derek, you said only 6 minutes. Now I'm getting soft. I'm tired of rambling about Cam. It's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. I don't care. We learn nothing new about nothing on that waste of time. I can't. Don't worry. I'll rant tomorrow. We on tomorrow. I don't know what we on tomorrow, though.
Your last name?
M-A-T-H-Y, man. Why you give me a summons, man?
E-R.
T-H-Y.
All right. What's your date of birth?
Why? That's not disorderly conduct.
What's your social?
I don't know my social.
What's your date of birth?
I don't know. Man.
What's your date of birth?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can you please not write me a summons?
Nicole, what's your date of birth?
I don't have my fucking information, man.
You don't.
This might be racist. I mean, if all she did was yell at some people, we got to give her a summons for that. Come on, oppressor. Don't oppress. Let her go.
Know your date of birth. You don't know when you were born.
Why did they call the cops?
You're not gonna have another unit.
What I do? Oh,
Nicole,
man.
I will arrest
What do you want? You said you
I'm
was going to
asking
get
for your date of
summons.
birth.
You just call somebody, bro.
I need your date of birth.
What do you want from me?
Your date of birth.
Man, leave me alone.
Nicole.
No. Oh, me. You're me. You're an awful person.
I know you didn't fall.
God damn
Come on, ma'am. Come on, ma'am. Come on, ma'am.
You're not gonna have another unit.
What I do? Oh,
Nicole,
man.
I will arrest
What do you want? You said you was
I'm
going to
asking
get
for your date of
summons.
birth.
You just call somebody, bro.
I need your date of birth.
What do you want from me?
Your date of birth.
Man, leave me alone.
Nicole. I got one on him.
That's me. You're me. You're an awful person. Damn it. Yeah. God damn it.
Are you injured?
Oh, don't touch me. They even business are after me. Just leave me alone.
Oh my God.
What? What? I'm gonna get what? What do you want? Just tell me what you want. Don't pull me like that.
The parking lot.
He wants to put me in jail. For what?
Stop pointing for me.
Oh my God.
What?
Let's act like
Oh
an
my
adult.
God! Why are you doing this to me?
Mm.
Oh my God! You're so fucking
Stop pulling away.
crazy! Stop hurting my arm!
Mike, that's not up. You didn't get wrong for my car.
Oh my God! I just got out of jail, bro.
Wait a minute.
Guys! Ah! What do you want?
Why don't you just stand up? I just told you that.
Wait a minute. She just got out of jail. What is going on around here? And you out here causing trouble? Ma'am, that woman fell, child. All I could think of was, child, Walmart is racist. That's exactly what this daggone looks like, child. She out here on the ground rolling around. Leave me alone. No, Lord, that's all I'm hearing. Shout out to Terrence. I appreciate you, honey. He said, Messy, please make a mixtape for friends so I can hear them all day while I'm driving the truck. Y'all are crazy. Oh my God, I could do that. I honestly could do that. Y'all ain't shit. Shout out to everybody who is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. It did look a little fake, the fall. It looked like she had gotten tased, but we know she didn't. And guess what? If she hadn't fallen, I don't think that oppressor was going to catch up to her. All that heavy equipment, and he fat too. Come on now, let's tell the truth.
Oh my God, y'all is insane.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna be back in jail. What? What do you want? What is this? Don't smoke my cigarette. You're a mean person, man. Somebody trust a little crack out and get mad. Call the cops. That's all that happens. Hey, why you do me like this, man? Yeah. I'm gonna get high when I get out. Is that the problem? I can't get no money. I can't do anything. What? I can't do nothing. Ridiculous, man. Every fucking time I get a chance, I'm back in the motherfucking wagon. All right, let's
oh my goodness.
Ready? Where am I going? Right there. We're gonna go sit in the back of that too.
Girl, don't worry. Cam will help you, child. Mental health help. That's all you need.
Oh my God. Y'all are sad, dude. Oh my God. Don't touch me.
What's your name?
Man, you're just fucking fucked up, man. I just got out of jail.
Get in there.
What are you got on his car?
Going back?
Just hop in the cruiser.
Where are you taking me?
To the jail.
To jail? Really? What?
Yeah. Go.
You said you was giving me something. Why would you call Patty Wagon?
You call Patty Wagon.
So why did you call another unit?
Get in there. I don't want to have to push you in. Come on.
No, man. I'm not going to jail right now, man.
Get in the cruiser.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, man. Don't touch me. I will go to prison for your ass. Fucking touch me.
Go in the cruiser.
You never tell me why I'm going to jail.
I just told you to run from me.
Man, you didn't say I was arrested.
You kept me from doing my job.
Why would you do that?
That's called obstruction.
Why would you put me in jail for disorderly conduct?
Get in the cruiser.
Why would you put me in jail for disorderly conduct, man? I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. I didn't do anything, man. I want to go. I'm not going to jail for nothing. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Shove her in there. Shove her.
What are you doing?
Shove her.
Don't touch me.
Shove her.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Shackle
I'm
her.
not going to jail for nothing again. I'm going to jail for nothing again. I'm going to jail for nothing again, bro. I just can't.
Child, this is Kendra Ken. Yo, this is Kendra Cam for y'all, okay? Gentlemen, SYCBM, SYCBM.
What are you doing? Don't touch me, man. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Y'all gotta go to jail for nothing again. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm going to jail for nothing again. I'm going to jail for nothing again, bro. I just can't get my fucking ID in my car. That's it. Y'all fuck on me. No. Let me that, man. Let me smoke my cigarette. Let me go smoke my cigarette. Love me.
Come on. You act like an adult.
No, you should have did nothing again. This is that. We'll be off today. Let's fuck that.
Get in the cruiser.
No.
Kim.
I'm in that bitch all the time. I want to get high.
Wait, did she say she want to get high? Is that what she's saying?
I don't care. You fucking officers ain't shit. I want to go. No. I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't do shit. Fuck you, fucking monkey bitch. Monkey. Fucking monkey bitch. Monkey bitch. I am paying no damn law. You're sad. I'm not going down to no fucking police station. You could run me a summons, bitch. Don't want my power break, bitch. And you will go to fucking jail yourself.
Nice and easy. Stand up.
Get off of me, man. Go down, Seeker. What, man? That's all y'all had to do. I'll put your shoes right there, dumbass bitch. Oh my God. Why y'all arrest me for stupid shit? Damn. Touch me, man. What the fuck? Y'all gotta sit in there for how long?
Ass is out.
I don't fucking care about my charges, man. I didn't do shit.
Ass is out. Did anybody want to see that, Bueller? Bueller.
Maybe you can find out if it's misdemeanor stuff.
Oh my God, I'm really going to Barton to jail, bro. Don't fucking look at me, bitch. Okay. This is sad.
I want to explain the process to you.
Oh my God, this is so sad, though.
Mm.
But you
But you want to get out at some point? Hell yeah! Great. I told you to leave me alone. Do we know what charges they are, okay? DOC. I've got DOC and obstructing official business. What's that? Where's DOC? All right, M2. What's fucking DOC, man? For what? Okay. This order to who? You're not going anywhere until you call me. I left out the building like the man told me to, man. All right. You fucking stupid idiot. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take cuffs off one at a time, but we gotta put these on you, okay? I'm not putting on my cuffs on, man. Yes, ma'am, we are. That's our policy. I can't use the bathroom with that shit, man. McCall, if you can grab that arm. Well, this is big ass bitch. You're done ducking it. You put me in the every fucking time you get a fucking chance. Don't touch me, black man. Hang on. Get off my arm. Get off my arm. Whoa. Get off my fucking arm, bitch. Now. See, now you gotta go right here. That's off me, you big bitch. Get off me, bitch.
The audacity.
I don't give a fuck, man. I told you to leave me the fuck alone.
Now I know why they put 300-pound woman in the title. She got the nerve, the audacity to call somebody big. Shout out to Jay Gray member for 12 months. I see you. I appreciate you, hun. He said, ew, her plumber crack is showing. That's Kendra Can for y'all today. Maybe we'll do some Kendra versus Arlette tomorrow. Maybe we'll see. But that's your girl. That's Kendra Can for that ass. Literally.
I told you, I will beat your fat ass up, bitch. You ain't shit to me, bitch. Y'all keep putting me in this fucking hole. Every time I get a fucking chance.
Oh, that is a black oppressor. Why she got a problem with the black people? Why she got a problem with the black people? She called the other black people in the parking lot a monkey. Now she don't want the black man to touch her.
God! Get the fuck off me, man. Get the fuck off. Too much work.
Mask her up.
I'm gonna take her out. Thank you. You guys ready? Ready to go? All right. Now you're not gonna spit on these officers, are you? No, I'm done. All right. Let me ask you something. Would you like to put your shoes on? Yeah. Okay. What we're gonna do? We'll take your cuffs off here. You be calm. Okay. We'll let you put your shoes on. Deal? Deal. Okay.
Maybe she was high, and that's what she was. She is now a completely different person. Don't worry, Cam gonna help you out, ma'am. She gonna give up some mental health help, and you're gonna be all good in the hood. So who thinks that if she is diagnosed with something, that this person is taking their medicine? Because that's the other thing. If people get diagnosed, who's responsible to make sure that they take their medicine? Because as soon as they don't, they out here wilding out, and then we're supposed to be what? Have empathy and sympathy? We get taken out, and we supposed to. Goodbye. Shout out to Terrence. I appreciate you, hon. He said she used to be a plumber. You can tell. You can tell by the butt crack. Yeah, she plumbing. I don't know if it's for work though, child. Because she calling them all these names about them being fat. I know that's why they made this title a 300-pound woman. I know. I don't think she's 300 pounds. I don't think she's 300 pounds though. Somebody said 298. I forget who said that. Y'all crazy.
Go ahead and stand up for me, ma'am. Can you go ahead and put your hands behind your back? Right up there.
The woman was eventually arrested and faced a slew of charges, including assaulting an officer. Our advice for her, we hope she doesn't attempt any 40-yard dashes anytime soon. Anyway, share your advice for her in the comments and give us a good laugh.
She ain't dashing nowhere, child. That is a mess. Nice and quick, child. That's it, y'all, child. Now I'm mad. I'm tired. I'm going to go find some wine now because I just can't even believe I wasted our time with that mess. I should have known. That was some BS, period. That quote unquote interview. But I guess what would I expect from the basketball players? Anyway. I appreciate y'all though. Thank you so much for rocking with me. We on tomorrow, y'all. We on tomorrow at 6:00. I'll figure it out. Look out for the the thumbnail and everything. All right. But that's it. That's all. Cause that's a little over 2 hours. That wasn't that bad. We did pretty good. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you. Shout out to the mods. I appreciate you. Shout out to Casey Had a Stream sponsor. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much. Everybody, all the channel members, thank you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you thank Casey Cat if you did get a membership today. Tomorrow, y'all, we on. So I will see you all in the next one.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. millions and millions of dogs. Eating the dog. They're eating the dog. Dog. They're eating the dog. Eating the dog. They're eating the dog. Dog. And it's a shame. Eating the cat. 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 Eating the cat.